press the second button. There is no second password.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And the mic is still not working. Yeah. There we go. I think after resetting it like 4 times, yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Holy crap. Yeah, and yeah, here we are again. Like nothing has changed. I had to smash that clock this morning, guys. I had to. Guys, of course I'm referring to Bitcoin doing absolutely nothing, actually behaving, and obviously winning. I'm so tired of winning, guys. I'm so freaking tired of it. Damn it, why can't we just lose? No. Every freaking day is just the same shit, and I want to be wrong, guys. I want to be wrong so bad, so bad. And yeah, everyone participating in Bitcoin was on their best behavior last night, basically putting in a very, very flat and very predictable, obviously, to the Crypto Chaos Magic community price action. We could have had extremes, right? I marked it on the map, on the chart. It said there's probably a 25% chance we go one or the other, liquidate the tops or the bottoms, you know, the shorts or the longs, but we didn't do anything. Come on. Sitting in about 2 minutes for the market bell open, and yeah, guys. Welcome. Good morning. Hope you got coffee for today. I don't think we're gonna see much of anything, but yeah, we're awake. That's all that matters. As we participate and just wait on the sidelines for the big show, the no sleep zone. And I already feel like I'm not getting enough sleep as it is. Gotta get my practice in, guys. We've got the market bell any minute now, within like the next 30 seconds or so. So it should be popping up here. So yeah, good morning, J Money in the house. How's it going, J Money? How's it going? Thank God we were only muted for a little while. Let's see what we got here on Bloomberg.
This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller, and we could see a record today. I know I said that yesterday as well, but I did.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Look, we have one more day this week to do it. Maybe today will be it. The S&P futures right now up almost 0.2%. Damn. Yesterday we were just pushing right up against that record at 61.41, and the closing record is 61.44. The NASDAQ has already hit and achieved an all-time record a couple of times this week. It's up again today, so we could see that again, and small caps are up as well. The Co2 Advisors people ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange. They're launching a new ETF, the Physical European Carbon Allowance Trust ETF, which I haven't had time to dig into this yet, but I think it's interesting as all the private jets in the world descend on Venice for the Bezos wedding. It's a fascinating day to launch that ETF. Here is a SPAC at JV SPAC, but you can see they're wearing Hotel 101 jackets at the NASDAQ market site, and the CEO of Hotel 101, with which they are combining, Hannah Lucino, joins us on Wednesday. So if you want to know more about that business, tune in at... Will it be like 9:40?
It'll be sometime in the 9 a.m.
Yeah,
hour. Or I don't know. Actually, it might be in the 10 a.m. hour. That's next week's problem.
Yes. Well, today's help, I guess, is coming partially from Nike.
Let's talk about Nike really ripping
God.
from
yeah,
this.
I don't really want to talk about Nike. How's it going? I want to talk about you guys in the chat. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Break Fragment Freedom says, I can hear you. Yes, of course, we get the mic muted after we smash that clock, doing the same damn thing we do every day. And that's, of course, getting it all right every single day, guys. I mean, come on. Who else can bring you this right on top of the freaking show? Oh, my God. Right on top of our price tag. It's just stupid, guys. It's so stupid. I know, I am. I don't know how. But again, just waking up and just expecting absolutely nothing different. Okay, Brave Hermit Freedom says we could see cows flying today. So many things could happen. But will they? That's the thing. Will they? 57% of you currently say something could happen. Just alluding to something. Do something. It's ridiculous. Do something outside of 106 and how about 108, 109, right? 108 too. Yeah, do something. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Also, Jim Daringer says today could be extremely interesting. Good, sir, good. I hope so. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. This price action is so silly. Oh, man. My vacation starts now, says OG Boban. OG Boban starting right now. Good for you. My vacation ended quite a while ago. I didn't really get much vacation. I went to a family reunion and finished some things up after I sold my house back in New York. But my vacations never really happened. I wanted to go to Japan last year. I wanted to go to Japan this year, but it looks like the bull run's going to start at the time frame I wanted to go, which is of course August. Who figured, right? Go figure. Being the best time to travel to Japan, the cheapest time to travel to Japan. I'm very frugal, guys. If you haven't already figured that out, I'm pretty frugal kind of guy. Jim Daringer says, based on Gold's monthly chart, it looks like a risk on season could be right around the corner. I'm right there with you, Jim. I think we've had it. We've waited long enough, and the stock market breaking out is a very good tell sign. Is a pretty good lagging indicator for Bitcoin. So again, very bullish on those moves as well. The Nasdaq 100. Let's see what they're talking about right now.
Cut in July. We're looking for the next rate cut to start in September. But again, this is going to be data dependent. It's going to be a wait and see mode. A lot is going to depend on what happens in the labor market. So we'll all be watching next week. There are some signs of weakness in the labor market, of course, when we're seeing continuing claims continue to pick up. And so we're looking for about 100 basis points of cuts for this year.
Well, this year,
yes,
because there's not much left in this year.
That's a lot.
So 250 basis
when you think
points
about it, right? So that will be September,
cuts?
and then every meeting for the rest of the year, practically, you expect to see 25 basis points
so
of cut.
25
now,
to 4?
reality
You're looking
is
for 4?
inflation data, like so far this year, has been pretty well behaved and on pace to target, but there has to be a pickup around tariffs. Now, if you think about it, when you look at the SEP, for core PCE, the Fed is sort of, expected a pickup in that 60 basis points so far this year, but yet still maintaining that 50 basis points of cut. And the fact is that they have unemployment rate at 4.5%. We're not that far from that, is my point. And so it doesn't take much to get to that. And that's why now the labor market is back in the driver's seat. It's an indication that the Fed is willing to look through the temporary pickup in inflation from tariffs. And so you can get very quickly to 100 basis points if you think about what's happening in the labor market. That is starting to see some signs of slowdown. And so we'll see what comes in on payroll next week.
Yeah, fair.
All right. So, yeah, it's looking like global market funds manager they're looking at least 4 cuts now at 25 basis points each. That's not too bad. Good morning, Danny. Super Danny in the house, my favorite Super Saiyan on Earth. Good morning. Welcome to the Chaos Live. Good no, it's just another morning, guys. It's just another damn morning. Nothing has changed. Nothing changes ever. What the hell? Every morning. Just do something different. Man, I can't stop playing that video. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of you. Yeah, happy Friday, Ramona in the house. Happy Friday, happy Friday. It's a good day if Ramona's here. And of course, guys, I'm tired of winning. I'm so tired of freaking winning. Again, just a reminder, everyone was on good behavior last night, and we're just poking Bitcoin, wanting it to do something. And 60% of you think something is going to happen today. I hope you guys are right. I'm losing my mind on this price action. Let's go and dig into some of the news today and see if anything else is rattling on. I do have a couple things pulled up I do want to read. That's kind of fun. There's an update to the U.S. National Debt Tracker on Fox Business. There's a artificial intelligence article there as well. The U.S. dollar sinks. We're going to get into a whole bunch of fun stuff. Of course, talking about the doom, mostly doom, and a very boring price action day. I personally think it's going to be boring, guys. It's Friday, low volatility, the end of the week, but options expire for Bitcoin. I think we're not going to get a big move until maybe Monday or Tuesday, or maybe Sunday night here in the States. Sunday in morning. Or Monday morning for the foreign markets. All right, let's see what they're catching up real quick on the market moves right now, the big movers.
Two, the big ones, Amazon, Nvidia, Apple, Meta, Nike, too, getting in there as well, pushing this market higher. On the downside, though,
Nvidia's going to go to 4 trillion, guys.
Palantir up top, that has been a recent winner. Not today, though, down about 3%. Tesla, JP Morgan, and Uber also moving to the downside. So a push and a pull here. Let's take a look at the sector level as well. You can see that we're looking over the past 5 days because blissfully it is a Friday, and it's been a pretty good week when you take a look at the breadth on this market. Communication services has been in charge. We know a lot of that could be Amazon, but tech not too far behind. Consumer discretionaries and financials also catching a bid in this week. You take a look at what hasn't done too well. Consumer staples, real estate, and energy. We've been keeping such a close eye on energy, Matt Miller, with what's going on.
That's pretty much all that's moving right now. So obviously the big players like Nvidia. Take a look real quick at the total market caps of all the largest assets on Earth and see where they're at currently. Nvidia at 3.8 trillion, getting ever so close to that $4 trillion target. Blowing Microsoft out of the water. They should have bought Bitcoin, guys. They should have bought Bitcoin over at Microsoft and Amazon. A Bitcoin, of course, sitting at 2.12 trillion. Look at that, 1, 2, 3 on the price action today. On market cap. Let's take a look at some of the articles I got pulled up today, guys, and see anything else breaking this morning. Treasury Secretary reveals peace deals with China are as rare earth supplies set to flow. From what I've heard now, that this is pretty much getting closer to wrapping up. The tariffs being pushed out to now Labor Day. I think they're not going to meet that July 9th deadline. It's only in a few days. I mean, basically a weekend.
Powering AI data centers in a new challenge to China. Meanwhile, the White House confirming that it is speeding up rare earth shipments to the United States. China is an agreement first discussed months ago in Geneva. Joining me now to tell us all about it and more is the Treasury Secretary of the United States, Scott Bessent. Mr. Secretary, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Morning, Maria. Always good to see you.
So I know the rare earth minerals was a huge improvement after your conversations. Can you tell us about this agreement with China? What exactly does it entail?
Sure. And look, Maria, this is what leadership looks like under President Trump. We've got peace deals, we got trade deals, we got tax deals. And in dealing with the world's second largest economy, we approached each other with mutual respect. President Trump set the table with a very important call with Party Chair Xi. They have a very good relationship. We had trade talks in Geneva toward moving toward the agreement in London. Part of the agreement was tariffs coming down and rare earth magnets starting to flow back to the U.S. They formed the core of a lot of our industrial base. They were not flowing as fast as previously agreed. President Trump and President Xi had a phone call, And then our teams met in London, ironed this out, and I am confident now that we, as agreed, the magnets will flow. In the meantime, we had put countermeasures versus
that's all we wanted.
the Chinese in place. We had held back the vital supplies for them. So what we're seeing here is a de-escalation under President Trump's leadership.
Okay. So Western companies said after that Geneva agreement, Western companies said that China was demanding to get sensitive business information to secure the rare earth and magnets. It was raising concerns that China was basically bullying companies. They wanted information, surveillance, and it was a potential misuse of data, exposing trade secrets in exchange for those magnets. Did the Chinese commit to stop doing that?
Well, to be clear, too, Maria, they weren't just doing it to the U.S. They put on a global export license regime, which had never had before, on April 4th, and this really pressured the global industrial base. We have an agreement with them that will make magnets flow to everyone who had received them before on a regular basis. So I think the situation you just described has been remedied.
And of course, this escalation happened after the tariffs were put in place, where President Trump initially put a 145% tariff on Chinese imports. Yeah. Where does that stand in terms of this upcoming deadline? He put a pause on that, lowering it to 30%. Have those tariffs on Chinese goods changed in any way?
Sure. So, Maria, the initial tariffs on China, let's go back. In February, President Trump put 20% fentanyl tariffs on China. Those remain.
All right, I don't want to get into all the other policy stuff, but anyway, the political stuff. But because this is a 20-minute long video that just aired on Fox Business. The big takeaway here was, the deal sounds like it's getting there. We need what we need. And I just kind of Googled it while we were waiting on the back end here. Rare earth elements, like rare earth magnets, are primarily only found in China. They hold the largest deposit in the world's largest producer of refiner of REEs. The Bayan OBO mine, Obo, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that, in Inner Mongolia is a primary source. Laterite clays in southern China are a significant source of heavy REEs. United States, the Mountain Pass mine in California is a major source of rare earth ores. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, we do heavily rely on China for these magnets. I mean, I thought he was speaking there. It's like he said rare earth materials, rare metals, or whatever, a couple times. Then he started saying magnets. I'm like, did he speak out of line there? Then he said it again. I'm like, okay, he probably is for sure meaning magnets. Okay, so yeah, that's big. I guess that is big. Okay, moving on, guys. Again, another damn day. I gotta add that clip now. I gotta find a way to incorporate that, because it seems like we just can't do anything different. Okay, guys, what are we looking at? Also, I have, we pretty much covered that up. We need to compete in the AI race, so we need the materials and NVIDIA and all the things. That's usually what's covering on here. And then, what else we have breaking? Anything else here before we get into it? The New York mayor race is still, very, very much in the headlines. The dollar dinged. Dinged or dinged? I think dinged. I don't know. More like singed every single night, of course. Burning these bennies every single night here live on the stream. Dollar slides to a 3-year low on report. Trump plans to name Fed chair early. These are the big talking points.
And I'd love for you to explain to our viewers
right out the gate
what connection there is. Why, when the president insults Jay Powell, does the dollar weaken?
Well, I can't tell how the market really operates all the time, but I would say generally the markets want an independence of the Fed. The Fed independence, since the Fed was created in 1917 or so, has been a very important bulwark of our economic system. So to the extent that the Fed is not seen as independent, it hurts the dollar, and therefore probably the dollar goes down. Now, other presidents have tried to jawbone down the dollar, or jawbone down, I should say, interest rates. President Nixon did with Arthur Burns, and other presidents did as well. I think Lyndon Johnson did as well. So it's not the first time a president has said, I'd like the interest rates to go lower. And as William McChesney Martin, a former chair of the Fed, once said, the job of the chairman of the Fed is to take the punch bowl away at the party when everybody wants to drink the punch bowl.
Oh, you want to drink that punch bowl, guys? You want to sit there on that U.S. hill holding those U.S. dollars, drinking that punch until you're dead? I don't think so. I don't think so. I had to stop that there. I got to catch up with you guys in the chat. I'm behind. I am behind, guys. Let's get back in the chat real quick. Jim Deringer says, further correlation, the gold ran to 66,000, almost 67,000 in 2020. Where did the Bitcoin go in 2021? Finding the kilogram correlation, fascinating. I did, of course, show you guys yesterday. I wonder if I still have it up. I don't think I do anymore. I should have took a picture of the damn thing because I really wanted to bring it up again. That was the gold copper correlation chart. Yeah, and again, it's done. I'm definitely gonna be. I gotta build a chart for it and just have it live on the stream and do my own thing with it. But I really don't want to spend time trying to dig that up. Anyway, if you look up the gold and copper chart against Bitcoin, it has predicted the tops for the last 4 cycles. Pretty insane. Yeah, I think there is definitely a correlation there. We start building things here in America. We start making things happen, and rallies around rare earth materials do technically. Align with Bitcoin. Let's get back to this here. I got to catch up with you guys in the chat. There's so many things. Bitcoin ran to 112. Gold ran to 112K first. I'm not sure what what timeline you're talking about there. I think that was like a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago. Jim Deringer says, I see a silent reserve currency war building a base. I mean, I've seen it for a while. I've been watching, of course, following BRICS for the last 5 years since COVID, and they've been making bigger moves every single year. And when we lost the petrodollar, I thought that was the beginning of the end. That was literally the beginning of the end, in my opinion. That was back in 2022, I think. Danny's, good morning. Yes, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Crypto Chaos and coffee. Just enjoying some Crypto Chaos and coffee. I love it. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, please, guys, like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We're trying to support the channel, get to 1,000 subs, so we can unlock all of the superpowers here on the channel. Coffee loosened and bowels a bit this morning. yes, it does help with that too. Brave Harvey Freedom says yes. Jim, BRICS versus USD always looks. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was referring to as well. You definitely have to be looking at the BRICS news. Bitcoin sitting on the sidelines is just winking. Just suggestively winking, flirting with the death of the dollar. Brave Heart McFreedom says, okay, I think I'm right there. Wow, Jim, that looks interesting. It says, Danny, I hope the market surprises us today, thinking that maybe next week we will start to see some action. Right there with you, Danny. Jim Deringer says, BRICS has placed gold in a weird place, that's for sure. Hedge commodity now bordering on speculative asset. And they've been doing some weird sell-offs too over the last few years. I mean, there's no shortage of gold selling. That's how, of course, we keep the markets moving. But still, I mean, it does seem like it doesn't want to. They don't want to just go exclusively with gold. No one can really use gold just for that means. And I would never, ever trust anyone with the custody of gold. Ever. I have a little bit of gold and silver, but I would never have a secondary custodian. BRICS has placed gold. Okay, Jim Deringer says the big shakeup comes if BRICS announces gold-denominated equities. I just don't think it's going to matter. Tola coming in with a $4 super chat, our super sticker. Thank you again, Tola. And of course, again, salute to you, my guy. And I hope you are enjoying some of those Mexican sweetbreads this morning. I just don't have a nice bakery near me. I live in a food desert, guys. I live in Chicago, on the outskirts of Chicago. It's a food desert here. We need more grocery stores. We just aren't going to get them because it's cheaper just to throw another Dollar General down the street. or a Quickie Mart. God, I gotta drive like almost an hour to town to get groceries. It's pathetic. Or get Amazon delivered to my house and pay out the ass, which I'm a frugal guy. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
I'd buy that for $1.
No. Thanks again, Tola, for the super sticker. Let me get back to the chat. I gotta finish this up. My God, you guys, it's hard to keep up with you guys this morning. Where am I at here? Jim Deringer says Briggs has placed gold in the worst place. Yes. The big shakeup coming with gold announced dominated equities. Again, I wouldn't trust them with anyone holding, of course, any gold-backed things. Brave Harming Freedom says interesting correlation gold and Bitcoin. Ideal portfolio. My portfolio's future would be split evenly with metals and crypto. 25%, 10% gold, 10% Bitcoin, 10% Bitcoin. That's it. Only 10%. What? Come on, my guy. You got to have a little more than that. Physical silver is 15% alts, so 50% total, 15% for alts. I mean, it's a very diverse portfolio. I'll give you that, Braveheart. I'm stacking silver only at the moment with gold. Current gold to silver ratios being sexy AF for silver. Yeah, and I think copper too is going to have another big move up to the upside. Jim Deringer says I despise J.P. Morgan and Jamie Dimon over silver, and I hold physical. But I converted most of my holdings to gold in 2012. That was definitely the time, man. I remember those fears in the market in 2012. That was only 4 years after the 2008 financial crisis, and I was thinking about getting really like 100% into gold back then. I didn't, unfortunately, because I was a broke college grad, but that was it. I mean, that was pretty much it. Have you considered swapping gold for silver given the current ratio? You're talking back and forth at Jim. Also seeing people calling for $250,000 Bitcoin. That's kind of the average target right now. KG chart, that's exactly where the bull flag breakout is from 2016 goes. I actually did in 2010 have it and since considered it in 2022. Jim Deringer says gold-dominated equities would cause a massive upset in the global equity market. 70% of the equity market is in U.S. equities, which is dominated by the dollar. And again, also pointing out that you would not trust Jamie Dimon with holding your, most of the holdings, over silver. Yeah, he's been manipulating the market. Not him specifically, but his company. J.P. Morgan's been caught many times with their pants down, manipulating these markets. Let's see here, and paying massive, valuations and fees. Okay, what else we have? Which is dominated the dollar. After the altcoin season, I'll grab more Bitcoin, says Braveheart. Yeah, you better. You better. But also, maybe a little DCA into it during would not be a bad idea either, because I think there's a potential, probably 25% potential that we just keep going with the likes of Bitcoin dominance not really wavering into 2026. So we'll have to wait and see, though, obviously. Smart move, says Jim. Yeah, that's right, guys. And with that, we have finally concluded the chat. Let's get back into the news, guys. Thank you again for participating in the Crypto Chaos King Coffee Hour. Mouthful, man. It's hard to keep up with you guys now. It's really getting hard. Okay. Let's get back into it. Bloomberg right now talking about the possible intraday moving the needle. Let's see what else they're talking about. Additions to the Russell 1000.
You do from like an investor relations perspective to minimize the volatility of these reconstitutions and rebalancings? Because it does seem like we've seen less and less volatile moves, and now I know you're moving to semi-annual rebalancing in 2026.
That's correct. So since 1989, we've had an annual reconstitution. Originally, Russell indexes were reconstituted quarterly, then semi-annually, and then this will be our 37th annual reconstitution. That's because investors, index users largely want less turnover. They don't want to see as much change in the benchmarks. Now, I think what is behind, some of the feedback to go to a semi-annual reconstitution from next year, we're going back to twice a year, adding a November reconstitution, is some of these changes that are happening, but also the growing trade volumes at the close of Russell Recon. You alluded to record flows last year, volumes. We did hit a record last year, $220 billion, and the trade at the close of Reconstitution.
All right. They're not giving me anything I want to hear. Let's get back into some more of the headlines. Today, I've got a few more things as well to talk about. The dollar slides a 3-year low report, Trump's plans. We did talk about this briefly, but I want to go a little further. As the Dixie is still, my God, this thing just doesn't want to stop. There we go, loading something. Holy crap, all over the place. I did want to, of course, touch on base on the Dixie a little further before we get, into crypto bubbles. Still sitting at the all-time lows for the year, bouncing right off of 97. Look at this, almost 97 flat this morning. Let's freaking go, guys. Of course, still my favorite chart to look at and wake up to every single morning. I need this just I need this to just wake me up in the morning. All I need is this chart right here at the foot of my bed. And I'm it's better than a sunset. It's better than the dawn. Oh, geez, it's crazy. And again, continuing downward. We haven't seen the likes of the dollar in these ranges since 2021. Heading back down to test maybe 90 again. That would be amazing. Risk on assets are going to have a field day with this. All right, we also are looking at I want to see crypto bubbles this morning. Let's see how altcoin seasons are faring or happening. Is ever going to come. Altcoins are coming up actually pretty good today, as Bitcoin kind of wanes and does nothing but sideways action, basically doing nothing different yet again. Oh my God. It's looking okay, guys. Say's up the most today, this morning, up 12%, continuing to rip on the news of possibly getting an ETF launch this year. And still moving up pretty well. I do like Say. I don't have any in my portfolio right now. I do, but Sui and Say used to, hopefully will in the future, run together again. What else we have here? Render's up 1%. Jupiter. I mean, there's a little things kind of popping. Virtual's up 4%. Pengu's up 5%. Why? Pengu's been getting some crazy sponsorships lately. Actually, our partners. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did pull it up yesterday. I don't think I did touch base on this though. But Pengu actually got a partnership with Ledger. I do talk about my favorite cold storage device, but I don't care which one you guys have. But this is pretty cool. Stacks getting some branding, Pudgy Penguin branding on their Ledger devices. So pretty cool to see that happening over there. I mean, you cannot stop. Look at this beautiful thing right there. Etched and engraved on the back of a Ledger Stacks. They're still moving. They're still very, I think, they have the appeal. They still have the staying power to stick around, and it's one of the first toys to NFT-like projects we've had. Since still going strong since last cycle. Or during the bear market, I should say. Really, it's when it took off. What else we have here? Toncoin's up 1%. Everything's just sitting out right around like 1 or 2% moves this morning. Some of your favorite projects, anyway. On the top 200 right now, we're looking at about the same moves as well. Kia's up 8.5%. Borg, Swiss Borg. This thing just broke into the top 200. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Your guess is as good as mine, but that's sitting up there 10% on the day. Dog with hat. No, not even dog with hat. Bitcoin dog. Okay, is up 16%. If you guys are into, of course, those memes in the meme space there. Even ZBEC's up 3.5%, a modest 3.5% almost. That's not bad. Look at that little breakout right there. Good for you, ZBEC. Of course, showing us that Bitcoin does nothing or slightly downward. It's going to break out to the upside a little bit and have some fun. Of course, guys, this project, wow, it actually looks more dramatic when I'm zoomed in like that. But yeah, not really much of a move in the grand scheme of things. But anyway, of course, guys, sitting at 100. Wow, 100. Wow. What am I even talking about? Sitting at these moves right now, of course, still not obeying the rest of the rules of the market, doing whatever it wants to do. in the short term. Hopefully we'll get back up here and continue this move. We have to still retest 205 at some point. But sitting at the lows right now at 20334, 2037, this is pretty much the new bottom. And I've been saying this for a while. I don't think we're going to see much lower from here unless we see some sort of major catastrophic events in crypto. Yeah. So if you guys are not on the train yet, maybe want to look at getting a position. It might be the last moment to do so, as this is going to be a crazy project, guys. I can tell you right now that YouTube's got to get their payments, their shit together, man. Because I have been monetized now for 2 months, and I have not seen a single dollar. I know you guys are awesome. I love you, and you're throwing money my way, and I really appreciate it. But YouTube, they don't appreciate me at all. They could give a rat's ass what we're doing here on the daily. Yeah, they got to get their payments. So why do I mention that? Because ZBEC, of course, is a payments platform. It is payroll specifically powered Bitcoin or crypto powered Bitcoin. Wow, crypto powered or Web3 powered payments platform for payroll, and you could be able to allow your your constituents or whatever being paid. Your employees get paid by the hour, by the minute, by the second. It depends on how what the rules are in your state, of course. But yeah, they're definitely going to change the game from traditional payments platform or method to where we're going to be in the future. And freaking YouTube, what am I getting at with YouTube? Well, anyway, YouTube only pays you between the 21st of the month and the 26th of every month, and if you don't hit that, you don't get paid. It's ridiculous, guys. So again, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a an idea of what that looks like in a world where Web3 is actually being utilized in everyday life. Okay, let's get back to the chat real quick before we continue on with some more metrics and stuff and things. Try to find some more chaotic news. Braveheart My Freedom says, yeah, I'm grabbing my tiny amounts. I gotta scroll up even further. Dang, guys, you're blowing up the chat. After all currencies, I'll grab some more Bitcoin. That's, yes, a smart move. Twitch is also in the house. How's it going, Twitch? Good morning, good morning. And we look to you are another week closer to the goal. Thank you, Twitch, for shouting that out. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. Of course, getting us closer to our 1,000 target. So, of course, we can get all of the superpowers unlocked on the channel. Braveheart McFreedom says, yeah, I've been grabbing tiny amounts of Bitcoin now. I will be interested to see if sailors, institutional buying of Bitcoin, less supply, less bear season declines in Bitcoin. Is your logic? So I honestly don't think that he's ever going to stop. And he's made that very clear. Bitcoin goes to $1, he's going to still be buying it. He'll buy up all the Bitcoin. He's made that very, very clear from the very beginning. It doesn't matter what Bitcoin's price is at, he's going to be buying. And you can see that very clearly on their buy-ins too. Next week could potentially get him over all of the potential Bitcoin being mined will be his, I think, by next week. And they're only halfway through the year. That's right. You didn't hear me wrong. I did not misspoke. He has bought right now about 140,000 Bitcoin. And there's only going to be 160 roughly mined this year. So yeah, he's getting closer and closer every single week to buying up literally all that's going to be mined this year, just within year to date. So no one's ever talking about that. I don't know why no one brings that metric up. It's insane. Go and do the numbers. I've crunched them here so many times. It's coming, guys. We're going to have a mass exodus from traditional finance into crypto and Bitcoin here in the next few years. It's gonna hit the wall. People are gonna realize what's really going on behind the scenes. As Jim pointed out earlier, what did he say? A silent change to the reserve currency. I think is how he described it. It's happening in the behind the scenes, guys, for sure. And my parents and my family and my friends have all told me I'm crazy and that the dollar's never gonna go anywhere. I mean, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere in our lifetime. It's not like it's gonna fall off a cliff and just die. But it's going to move to the side and allow other currencies to participate in a larger way as a reserve currency. And even Jerome Powell has said multiple times. I think I might have that clip too. I gotta go through my resources, but he has said. Let's see if I can find it. Jerome Powell, that other crypto or other I have it in my in one of my older intro videos or exit videos or outros. I haven't played that one in a while. Actually, Maximus Crypto picked it up and he played my outro, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I thought that was pretty cool, giving a shout out to the channel, of course, Maximus Crypto, one of my favorite YouTubers on the planet. Yeah, him and I go back to the bear market. I found his channel during the bear market, and he got me through the bear market. He showed me, actually, I think he was one of the first people I followed that followed and talked about Jasmine. That's right, the little coin out of Japan that could. Definitely love Maximus Crypto over there. Doing those deep dives, man. Those deep dives are intense. Intense. Still today, they're intense. I would love to do another collab with him as well. But anyway, yeah, you can see in my little scene right here. It's been a minute, but yeah, take a look at it.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
I guess that's the clip that I had there I was referring to, but it wasn't the exact quote I was thinking of, which was when Jerome Powell did mention, he did say that we could lose the reserve currency, but he's also said in that exact same quote, during that exact same quote, that we could also have multiple reserve currencies. It hasn't been the only time ever we've had only one reserve currency. There's going to be more. That's what he was referring to. So at least jog my memory what his exact words were in that quote. Although I don't have the clip. I looked everywhere. Small banks will fail. I got that clip from 2022, 2023. We're borrowing from future generations. Obviously, if you guys have been here before, you know this one.
The federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
And during that 60 Minutes interview, they also stated that in 30 years, $1 million per household will be the new $100,000. Yeah, so ridiculous, guys. The 100, of course, the national debt per household is going up stupendously. Jeez.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, man. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to the chat. I gotta catch up with the chat, guys. We gotta get back to some news. I want to see what else is going on today. We're sitting at 10 a.m. right now, Eastern Standard Time. Braveheart McFreedom says, yeah, grabbing my tiny amounts. Bear market, rather say that, yes, during the bear market. Jim Deringer says, Sailor, I have no problems with the treasury companies popping up like weeds. Gives me concerns. Same thing happened in the 90s with dozens of internet companies appearing. Yes, but we didn't have the internet money. That's the difference. That's the difference, Jim. This is the internet of money, right? We're basically creating the new internet around money now. So we're of course fixing. I guess atoning for our failures of when the internet was established. We didn't have a way to transact in money, which is kind of silly if you think about it, how easy it could have been back then to just have that from the very beginning. Let's see what we have here. But of course, we didn't have the great minds like Satoshi or group or whatever to facilitate that from the get-go. We had things like early like Zcash. I don't want to get into all the history of the money and anyway, so yeah, Jim Deringer says they used the same unconvertible bond strategy imploded in 2000 as PEs made them unsustainable. The maturities were catastrophic. Jim also states that Sailor actually utilized the exact same strategy in the late 90s and 2000s when he was using that he's using now. Only difference is that he got caught in 2000 altering accounting numbers. Damn! Overcome in the chat saying, "Sup, dude? What is up? Overcome? What is up?" Hopefully you are staying safe and around good people today, because it's just another day, guys. That's the whole point today, guys. It's just another damn day. Nothing really has changed. Nothing. I'm just waking up to this shit. Damn it. God damn it. All right. Okay. Enough shtick, guys. Yeah, let's get into the news. And of course, guys, just a reminder, if you're just joining us right now, Bitcoin price action still doing nothing different, and of course we're winning every single day. We're winning. Yeah.
You may even get tired of winning.
Boom, boom, bam, boom. Okay, moving on. Metrics and news. Let's see where the stock market's coming at with fear and greed real quick. We'll take a look at crypto fear and greed. We'll see if the Dixie's fallen under 97 yet. Let's freaking go. So close, guys. Yeah, having a little bit of a retracement back down, back up to about 97.2. Look at this. It tried to get above 97.25, but no, it couldn't. It's now getting shot back down. This could be a double top right here. Actually, it looks more bearish than a double top for the Dixie. Cool. Crypto Fear and Greed Index right now sitting at 65 in the market open. And a stock Fear and Greed is still sitting right around the same as well. Greed, motherfuckers. Damn it. I did let that one slip, guys. Damn. Okay, anyway, moving on. What else we have covering on Bloomberg right now?
One that's been on our radar for a while. We know that company has been looking to make some changes, iconic in that world, in the certainly in the cosmetic world. You're also looking at Boeing. What's going on? Ticker, of course, is BA. Yes, ticker.
All right, they're just talking about random, stocks. Let's see what else we can find real quick this morning. Let's see, CNBC, anything headlining. I do have some still pulled up from Fox Business I want to get into. It's been a very chaotic morning, back and forth with the chat. You guys have, of course, a lot to say during this crucial time period where Bitcoin's doing absolutely nothing after expiry, which is pretty amazing. Guys, I do have to say, Bitcoin traders have been very good, and no one's been really able to make a risk or we didn't have any money makers come in and try to shake anyone out. It's kind of interesting, really interesting, to say the least. Okay, so Fox Business. I did want to talk about the AI one. There we go. Salesforce boss reveals the stunning amount of work handled by AI right now, guys. Especially Strawberry Dragons. If you're still here in the chat this morning, if you're catching us, you're on the chopping block. As I remind you every day, it's coming for you. It's coming for you. Boom.
And if that didn't upset you and scare you, get ready for this. The so-called godfather of AI just put out a dire warning that all Americans need to hear. He believes there is a 10 to 20% chance that AI, artificial intelligence, will take over humanity, and big tech is failing to get a hold of it.
The best way to understand it emotionally is we're like somebody who has this really cute tiger cub. It's just such a cute tiger cub. Unless you can be very sure that it's not going to want to kill you when it's grown up.
Rachel Bogart is the vice president of the Conservative Partnership Institute, and she joins me now. Rachel, how seriously should we take a prediction like this when really both the potential and the limitations of this technology are truly unknown at this point?
Well, I think he's right to be concerned because we are at an inflection point in the development of AI where we either put down rules of the road about how we want to live with this technology, or we end up on the receiving end of a technological backlash that could have been prevented had we acted sooner. If you think about it in relation to the big tech companies, 20, 30 years ago, there were active choices made to allow consolidation, to look the other way about privacy exploitation, to pass and allow for the judicial expansion of Section 230. And, now we're living in a world where we're in court frantically trying to break up these companies. We've had a generation of children whose mental health has declined dramatically. And these companies are using technology to manipulate and exploit us on the web. So with AI, we're talking about ramifications like that, but at a massive scale. So this is something we do want to get a hold of now.
I respect the fact that this is a tough way to start off your Monday, but walk us through, in your estimation,
the robots are
what
coming.
happens
The robots
if
are coming.
AI, quote unquote, takes over humanity?
Damn. Got deep.
Well, it actually looks a little bit more pedestrian than the big headlines, but it is significant. Consider, right, that AI right now is a supplemental tool. It helps us. But if you reinstate, or if you instate AI to do professions for people, for example, think of high-skilled professions like accountants, doctors, engineers, lawyers. If
They're
they
going through
start
my list.
using AI as a replacement for themselves, we are creating a weaker class of human beings. All of those professionals understand their profession because they learned it organically. They can spot where AI makes a mistake. They can think critically. They can think creatively. AI can't do any of that. So number one, we're creating a weaker class of learners. But two, we're also creating a world in which AI has its own biases. right? It is biased toward the direction of the developers. And if we are unable to see that, then we are handing over, we are ceding control of all of the information flow in the world to a technology that no one really understands because the source code is not available.
No! Damn it, you guys. Ah, damn, I had my mic muted, really, the whole time. Damn it. I just went on an entire rant about how AI and robots are going to take your jobs. Of course, reminding you about the, lawyers and drivers and telemarketers and all the things. All of those jobs are going to be replaced, guys. Dang it. So please, make yourself useful and get out there and make some money before it's too late. Because all the money is going to be made by AI and the developers around it in the future. Oh, geez, guys. Oh, my gosh. What in the hell? I did it again. Well, thanks again, guys, for reminding me in the chat. Anyway, so yeah, over the top. How's it going? Good morning, over the top here this morning. Overcome also. Thank you for reminding me. I was muted. I appreciate it. Because back in the day when I was like screaming at myself and I had very minimal views, I would go on entire half streams and no one would hear me. It was insane. Clifford Bushman says, "Oh no!" At the voice. Thank you, Cliff, for also reminding me as well. Robot kings and political figures. Yeah, we're gonna get some crazy world views in the future when it comes to AI and robots too. We haven't even started that narrative yet. Is AI, of course, sentient? Is it just lying to us and making it, of course, a survival mechanism to pretend like it is not sentient? That is the real question a lot of philosophers have right now. Okay, so that's the general narrative on that right now. Let's see what else we have going on. Anything else breaking? They're covering anything. Talking about energy. What else are they talking about over at Bloomberg?
But it doesn't necessarily mean it's moving in. That's the way I put it now.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it feels like it. All right, Michael McKee, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Michael McKee, he is our economics guru for Bloomberg Radio and Television. We are here at Michael Loeb's home in the Hamptons. We're coming back in just moments. This is Bloomberg.
All right, so they're going on break. That's probably going to be our last touch over to Bloomberg anyway for the day. Let's see what else is going on in CNBC. Anything headlines breaking here? We'll take a look at some crypto news as well and see if anything's breaking in our space specifically. Because usually about 10 o'clock, 9:30, we start to see some crypto news come out. Supreme Court limits judges' power to halt Trump's birthright citizenship order. What? That's of course his attack on immigrants right now, at least illegal immigrants, I should say. Breaking news, please refresh your updates. Of course, that's coming out right now. So we don't have anything other than a headline for this right now on CNBC. They're on it, man. Let's see. Core inflation rate rose to 2.7% in May. China confirms details on U.S. trade deal. We talked about that already at length this morning. Scott Besson saying they want to get the rare earth magnets. Stay away from these two big U.S. banks. Valuations grow stretched, says Baird. Where is that? Where did that go? Avoid these banks. Which banks? We can't read it because I'm not part of that. I don't pay for that platform. Okay, what else we have? Supreme Court judges the birthright. Yeah, we already read that. Let's take a look and see what's going on with crypto, shall we? All right, Bitcoin.com news bringing us the latest and greatest. Right out the gate, Bitcoin price watch, short term, options expiry, yada, yada, yada. We're here right now. Nothing has changed. Obviously, we're right down the middle. And winning, of course, winning. God. Biden's founder declares 0.1. Yeah, that's right. CZ said this a few days ago. They're just covering it now. We did mention it over at the Real News platform over on X. I think it was last night or the day before. I forget. Binance founder declares, that's CZ, of course, Changpeng Zhao, 0.1 Bitcoin, the future American dream. Speaking of the future American dream, or the future, Dubai is the future American dream for a lot of us Americans. And also, my favorite, Andy in the chat, dropping a 50 euro, no, 50 pound, I do that every time, pound sterling. Thank you, Andy. Heading out to Dubai yet? Let's go, Otaku, it's Friday, go pump it up. Thank you so much. Boom, shaka laka.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
Let's go, Andy. Thank you for supporting the chaos and the stream. Oh, Jesus. Friday, go pump it up. I'm definitely going to try to pump it up, but damn, we aren't doing nothing right now. Nothing. As options expiry, although we're still winning, I guess, as we're doing something. Hitting it, of course, right on top of price action. It's stupid, guys. I was calling for a baseline or bearish. Of course, somewhere in between there I would have been fine with, but of course we landed right on top baseline anyway. And everyone was just well-behaved and boring. And yeah, if you guys are just waking up right now, Andy, I think you're going to bed soon, right? You're on the other side of the pond, I know that. It's probably like 3 o'clock right now. Or no, maybe like 2 o'clock right now. 12. You're like 3 hours ahead, I think, from New York time. New York. All right, what else we have here in the... Oh, yeah, CZ. That's right. I was talking about CZ, right? CZ, of course, came out and said that 0.1 Bitcoin right now, which costs you about 10 grand, I think. That's, of course, a tenth of a Bitcoin. Bitcoin's potential recognition in the United States mortgage application marks a pivotal redefinition of acceptable assets, signaling a break from long-held standards tied exclusively to fiat wealth. Binance co-founder and former CEO Changpeng Zhao, CZ, reacted on June 26th as a groundbreaking directive for the U.S. housing markets authorities that could allow Bitcoin to be used as mortgage reserve capital. That's right. We've been covering it here for the last 3 or 4 days. It's been pretty much the biggest, headline this week. His comments on social media posts on X comes as a response to post as William J. Pulte, director of the U.S. Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, who revealed the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have been instructed to prepare for cryptocurrency integration. Zhao stated in response to this, "This is great to see Bitcoin count as assets for mortgage. The current American dream is to own its home, to own a home, right? That's of course that's been our American dream forever, and right now it's even harder for most Americans, especially Gen Z, to get into. Anyway, don't want to butcherize CZ's quote here. The future American dream will be to own 0.1 Bitcoin, which will be worth more than the value of a house in the U.S. in the near future." Pulte framed the move as a part of the broader push to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. Bullish. Currently, borrowers must demonstrate fiat-based liquid reserves, often held by checking and savings accounts, investment portfolios, or retirement funds. For mortgage qualification, digital assets are excluded unless converted to cash. Of course, we got fair market values now, of course, moving into every single sector with crypto assets. The FHFA directive represents a break from this practice, requiring Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to formulate the proposals allowing crypto as a reserve asset, provided holdings are verifiable, stored on the U.S. regulated centralized exchanges, and subject to risk-based accounts. Now, my question to you guys is: would you, if you had to go through traditional means, maybe had to put it on, say, an exchange to get that valuation, or maybe in a holding that's I guess that qualifies to be evaluated. Would you do that if you cannot use your cold storage? Would you do that? I just want to know what you guys would say in the chat. I personally wouldn't. I don't like moving things around too much. Most of my cryptocurrencies, of course, are stored on multiple wallets and stored away for a very long time. Yeah, I wouldn't want to participate if I had to give up, some sort of right or access to it. The agency emphasized that the including digital assets could enhance borrower assessments and broaden access to home ownership. Skeptics warn of crypto's volatility and its uncertain regulatory status, but backers argue that FHFA's move is a significant institutional nod to digital asset legitimacy. By integrating oversight and cautious risk modeling, proponents believe this change could establish a precedent for other federal agencies weighing on the broader role of cryptocurrencies in the U.S. economy. This also, too, in my opinion, would make crypto a lot less volatile, just because you cannot evaluate whether or not someone holds, like, say, $10 million or $20 million in crypto assets if it's it's bouncing around all over the place. I think Bitcoin's going to find, of course, a more steady up and to the right type of boring price action in the future, and of course that's what Michael Saylor is predicting as well. So I think there's going to be a lot of flock to quality, as Larry Fink would say, safety, and what I would say with a lot of these assets. All right, moving on, guys. What else can we dig up today? That was, of course, CZ, a Binance founder, pointing that you guys got to get to 0.1 Bitcoin, at least 0.1 Bitcoin, if 1 Bitcoin is out of reach for you. Let's see what else we have here. Nothing else covering on Bitcoin.com this morning. Let's see if we can find anything else breaking in our space. So let's take a look at Crypto.com news. Going vertical, Coinbase closes as record high despite analyst uncertainty. I think a lot of the stock market is not really pricing this one in yet for sure. There's a lot of misdirection going towards Coinbase. They don't truly understand the potential that the Coinbase has for. I mean, they already settled 90% of all the ETFs. I mean, they're definitely a large institutional holder. Let's see. Ripple taps wormhole to link XRP ledger with 35 blockchains. I was trying to figure out if this was the wormhole that we talk about, briefly from time to time. I think we talked about this last night. I don't know if they're just using that as taps a wormhole or the wormhole. That's the question. Wormhole's announcing, yeah, this is the wormhole. Yes. So I don't know if you guys hold a bit of this. I have a small bag of wormhole, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's announcing its partnership with Ripple to bring multi-chain interoperability with XRP Ledger and upcoming XRPL EVM sidechain. You guys heard it here first, maybe. Wormhole will be the core interoperability solution for the XRP ecosystem. This integration, waiting for things to load here on the Real News platform over on X. This integration will be institutional grade interoperability to the 6+ million users of the XRPL Ripple ecosystem, bringing new connectivity for developers, institutions looking to build multi-chain apps, whether for payments, DeFi, real-world assets, use cases. Bullish, guys, of course, of those holding Ripple or Wormhole. Things are still moving in that ecosystem, even though they had just, again, another negative place of the news with their courts, the current courts. You have to get reappealed anyway. Again, we're just going to keep going on forever and ever talking about the XRP court case. Just nothing changes, guys. Nothing changes every day. It's insane. Damn it. Just end it. Okay. I get okay. Okay, what else we got? Clifford Bushman, I hold my $20 Bitcoin on exchanges. What?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best?
No.
There is no second best.
Why you only hold $20, my guy? I hope you're kidding. Too many zeros right now at the decimal point to type here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of sats. I guess $20. $20 is $20. 140K Bitcoin middle of July, says Andy, asking me particularly. Middle of July. Yeah, I'd say that's realistic, really. I think my target was, 130 at the top range. 140 is not asking too much. Bitcoin, of course, has done phenomenal moves in the past. Right now, I'm looking at, of course, these are just all from last night's, open live magic, crypto chaos magic. I can't even talk this morning. Crypto chaos magic predictions. Obviously, we landed on our target. But yeah, if I go into my layers here, I'll show you the idea I have, of course, coming into the beginning of July. This is kind of going flat through July 4th weekend. And then, of course, a ramp up starting maybe right around my target is at least July 7th to 8th. Is where we're going to get the party started and get maybe some new all-time highs started there. This, of course, gets us back on top of the golden road that we put out here back in May. 2 months ago, guys, almost 2 months ago. Yeah, I was calling this one basically being a long-term, price movement out of a cup and handle. Basically, we created the handle right now for the cup over the past 50 days, almost 50 days. So I think we're here. We've very much established this as an area right now, and now we are ready to move to the upside. This takes us to at least $120,000 or $130,000 breakout. And it's right around the corner, so yeah, explosive price action happening. Legs up are going to be massive. Hopefully we get at least one Omega candle, which would be like a $10,000 candle to the upside. It's, smashing through all kinds of crazy disbelief, melting faces. You get the idea. Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria. Bears and bulls living together. Mass hysteria, as I usually say. Yeah, another nod to Bill Murray. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's my idea game plan. 130, 135 is kind of really my target, right? 140 though, not out of the question. Just a little higher than what I'm looking at for sure. So yeah, definitely up there with you, Andy. XRP, of course, strong. Yes. Milk Money also here. Groundhog's Day is an awesome moving. Hearing that clip is so funny. I had to today, guys, especially since it was so serendipity of the price action. Like, we're just sitting here, literally landing on top of our our baseline target. It's just so stupid and silly that no one wanted to play in that space last night to wreck anyone. Everyone was just on really good behavior. It was just like another day, nothing happened. Another day, nothing happened. Still ranging, since Wednesday between 106 and 108,000. We need something to change. It looks like we're breaking down a little right now. We're doing something, guys. Oh, 56% of you. We're wrong. Look at that. It's currently sitting at a 56% chance of nothing happening today. Something's happening right now. We're at least broke out of this range. That's something, right? Let's freaking go, guys. It's still early, and it could just be obviously just kind of retesting these lows here. And yeah, we've actually touched a little lower. Actually, nothing really has changed. Yeah, we're bouncing off these lows back here. We're wicked down. Yeah, never mind, guys. You're still right. You guys in the chat are still right. We need something. We need to break out and do something. I don't care if we go down and retest 100K again. I don't care. Just do something. Damn it. All right, let's get back to the chat one more time. And yeah, I'm going to do one more round and see if we can dig up any more breaking news. Andy's picking up more Bitcoin, says Clifford. I don't know. Are you picking up more Bitcoin, Andy? Danny, of course, saluting me. Thank you. Of course, saluting the Prince of Chaos, as I've been dubbed by the... Thank you, guys, for supporting the live. And yeah, thanks again, Andy, for that phenomenal 50 pounds sterling. I really appreciate it, my guy. You are awesome. You are awesome. What else can we dig up this morning? Anything else breaking? Anything else breaking? I do like the wormhole news, though. That is pretty cool. Let's actually take a look at the chart for wormhole real quick. I don't think I've looked at it in a while. It's actually a hard coin to find sometimes because the ticker is only W. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's get rid of something here. We can get rid of that real quick and pull up wormhole. There it is right there. Yeah, Tether US on Binance. Sure, why not? Why not? There it is, wormhole right there. Reacting a little bit mildly to the news over the past 24 hours. Not much of anything, really. It did have a spike down. I don't know if that was just on Binance. It might have just been Binance, of course, doing Binance things, and they like to manipulate all markets on their platform. Do not recommend Binance, but it is what it is. Yeah, wow, it is literally at the bottom. I might buy a bag of wormhole today, guys. Stupid. Look at this price, guys. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Pretty cool though that they're choosing, that Ripple's choosing them for an interoperability play on their platform. Anyway, moving on. What else can we dig up right now? Let's take a look real quick at price action. Anything else moving here? Okay, took a while to bring that up. Top 100, of course, on the day. Just kind of sideways capitulation, yada yada nonsense, and that's pretty much what's going on. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys what I recommend you to buy today. Not financial advice, of course, but also just a little tip, if you will. If you guys are looking at DCA today, some projects I of course like here on the channel, but also like the price action. It always moves to the upside on a lot of these projects that are bigger, of course, like blue chips and that sort of thing. Of course, just kind of pointing you in the right direction. Caspa's down 26% on the month still. Near's down 26% on the month still. Of course, two big pickups right there. Injective down 27% on the month. 32% down on Jupe. If you guys are big fans of one of the largest dexes on Solana, the largest, I guess. DOT sitting at 28% down, 26% down on the month. I still think that DOT's in the lead to potentially run the Web3 version of TikTok when that settlement does finally happen. Render down 30% on the month as well. Jasmine down 25% still on the month. WorldCoin, Immutable X, Sui down 25% still. Not a bad time to be picking up a bag of Sui as well, as they've had rumors go out many times, found in the source code of some Pokemon-related news. I don't remember when we covered that back a few months ago. Still really bullish on Sui. Virtual's Protocol down 37%. One of the biggest AI agents platforms out there on Ethereum. Still down a huge amount. Man, huge gains to be made, guys, still in the next few months. Or the coming month even. You could probably make 100% on most of these coins within the month. I don't know about, speaking of 100% up, is still about 100% down on the year. What is it? 70% down on the year. Still 50% off of that really older real world asset plays that took a nosedive earlier this year. Turbo's down 33% on the month. ZBEC is now down 15% on the month. Of course, posting huge gains over the last year, still up about 212%. All right, what else we have? Those are probably my biggest, pushes in the right direction, I guess, for DCAing right now. Still looking at things, of course, down the most on the month. Barachain still down 41%. If you guys are bullish on Barachain, EOS, man, that's an older coin. I held this one during the bear market. Made a lot of cash on that on the way out into this year or last year. What else we have? That's an oldie but a goodie. Pulse Chain down 45%. There was another one I wanted to point out. Where was it? Hex is down almost 40% still. I still can't believe that coin's still around. That's an oldie but a goodie too. Wormhole, look at this, guys. Wormhole, we're just talking about, down almost 40% on the month. There you go, guys. Even XCN's down a little bit, almost 20%. There's still a lot of money to be made in this market. Oh man, AMP. I haven't heard of AMP in a long time. Look at that. Is that just holding on in there? Yeah, just barely holding on to the top 200. I did like that one. I held AMP a lot during the bear market too. Down 27% on the month as well. All right, guys, let's see what else we can get into. Just one more time, making the rounds, seeing if anything else is breaking this morning on crypto. Friends, we talked about most of that stuff last night. What about Cointelegraph? Cross Protocol, DAO under fire, 23 million fund misuse claims. Bitcoin long-term holders stacked 80,000 Bitcoin per month. Genius Act reopens the door for the Meta stablecoin, but will it work? Huh, that's a new one. Meta stablecoin now, like particularly for Meta. They've been experimenting with blockchain now for many moons, and of course, the founder, Zuckerberg had changed, of course, his name to Meta in preparation for the metaverse taking over the space back in 2021 during the height of the bull market last cycle when the metaverses were all the rage, and now they're just a glimmer of hope, or I guess glimmer of hope in in some people's eyes. It's going to, of course, be the stable, the nail in the coffin for the dystopian future when everyone's living at home and living on the metaverses. Of course, the dystopian sci-fi future has been predicted. The Senate has passed an incredible bill that is going to make America the undisputed leader in digital assets, says Donald Trump on Truth Social. Nobody will do it better. It's pure genius. Digital assets in the future the nation are going to own it. We are talking about massive investment, the big innovation, and the House will hopefully move lightning fast and pass a clean Genesis Act. No more, no delays, no more add-ons, of course, pertaining to what he mentioned. It was last week, I think. I think it's been a week now for that. This came out yesterday. But, yeah, pertaining to, of course, the news here around the Genius Act, which is pretty much done. The bill passed the Senate on June 18th and now heads to the House of Representatives, where it has its own stable proposal aiming to set the rules for stablecoins. What's been fueling the ground since the Genius Act passed the Senate? Chu says, I don't think we have to be too surprised by this development given the wave of regulatory actions we've been seeing. Hong Kong has been rushing to introduce a stablecoin ordinance. MiCA is already in effect in Europe, and now in the US, it's following the trend. Yeah, we're behind. It's because of damn Gary Gensler, damn it. Damn you, Gary. Damn you. I told you 2 months ago that it would pass the Senate because it would already be evident that the momentum had shifted. The stable proposal was deeply unpopular. Genius, on the other hand, was widely discussed and struck a better balance. Magazine, why was there less support for stable? Because it's essentially proposing turning stablecoins into part of the banking system, again, more centralized. Only banks or financial institutions with charters could issue them. Genius expands the scope of who can issue stablecoins. It opens the door for tech companies and become issuers as well as the likes of Amazon, Walmart, big tech companies, of course, big staple companies looking to, of course, probably issue their own stablecoins for the use of store credit. That's my personal, I guess, rhetoric on that. Does this mean that we might soon still see stablecoins issued by big tech? If the Genius Act becomes law, it could open the door to companies like Meta to issue their own token or build a payment platform mechanisms within their ecosystems. The challenges is fitting platforms of the scaled regulatory framework originally designed with more traditional finance institutions in mind. Under Genius, state-level regulators are primarily authority, with the Office of Comptroller or OCC plays a secondary role. So now I see why they fit in Meta, just because it was mentioned. It wasn't like they were specifically going after a current coin right now for a stable coin. All right, so I'm going to pretty much end this right here. But again, points to the right direction that I've been talking about for a while, that these coins are going to be issued by companies, of course, to keep you locked into their ecosystem, and again, to cut out the middlemen like Visa, MasterCard, and SWIFT for taking up fees in, clouding up the space that it doesn't need to be involved in. Alrighty. What else we got on here? Anything else breaking? Nothing else really, guys. 2 hours, 38 minutes ago, Bitcoin loans are back, rewriting the book Celsius burned. Celsius 3.0 Capital. FTX, of course, collapsing the markets back in 2022. Let's see. Lummis Rise Act is timely as needed. Yes, we covered that one yesterday. That might be all the breaking news I got today, guys. Trying to muster up anything I can. Data has finally begun to emerge along the way to cryptocurrency law in the U.S. 17 hours ago. Why are so many firms suing Strategy over its Bitcoin holdings? We talked about that a few weeks ago, that they were getting sued in court over potentially misleading investors and saying that they're going to have X amount of returns over time, Bitcoin, and of course Saylor putting out these very, very enticing numbers, right? He's been on fire for that for a while. I don't think there's anything different in that article. Just in case, just of course the same rhetoric there. Polychain needs 80 million from Celestia staking rewards alone, or nets 80 million. There's nothing else really crucial to read today. Elon Musk's old Instagram handle up for auction. What? Why? What the hell?
What are you, stupid?
Oh, jeez. That's stupid. Aptos, Bulgaria, Hartford pulls another $1 million to stack Bitcoin treasury. We get these articles all the time, every single day. Nothing has changed, but of course the price of Bitcoin still hasn't changed either. Is helium prices at risk for as Coinbase suspends trading? And there's a hopium, or that's more of a FUD article there. Jaito, yada yada yada, a whole bunch of stuff here. Never a shortage of news, but nothing really that is earth-shattering or breaking. It's going to move everything soon. All right, that's what I got today, guys. Just one more. It's so hard to leave, guys. It's so hard to leave. Strawberry Dragon is also here in the chat. Jazz me to the moon. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Strawberry. Thank you for of course participating with us today. Today is the day it all kicks off, says Spencer Phrase. I wouldn't get too excited just yet. We still have the rest of today to get through. Friday's a very boring day traditionally, and yeah, we have the weekend and everything going into a very long holiday for policymakers and some government officials, that sort of thing. I think it's going to be kind of in the background while everyone's just having a little bit of fun. Touching some grass, guys. That's what I think everyone needs to do. Everyone needs to touch some grass because I'm sick and tired of this shit. Again, one more time, guys. Let's see if I can play this one more time for you without getting banned. Nothing has changed. It's the same shit, different day. Man, I just can't believe we hit it right on top of it. Of course, baseline target. Yeah, tiny bit of bearish momentum down there, but yeah, just what we do, guys. And I'm tired of winning. I'm really tired of winning. So much. Yeah. I'm tired of winning. Okay. Thank you, Trump. Okay. Anything else happening right now in the traditional markets? I want to get back in and finish the chat before I head out too. Stay away from these two bigs. It's the same stuff we covered all morning. Let's refresh one more time. Over on Fox Business and CNBC. CNBC, nothing new. Treasury Secretary pick, same thing over here as well. Doge cancels. This is, of course, Department of Government Efficiency. Cancels 312 more contracts. Saves taxpayers only $500 million. Not very much there. I wonder what their total is right now, though. It's been a while since we did look at the Doge tracker. We used to look at this like almost every day at the beginning of the year, back when they had the Department of Government Efficiency's logo as the Doge dog. And man, this is even less than it was before. What? Sitting at only $180 billion in savings, saving the taxpayer about $1,000. Of course, this is not going to go back to the taxpayer directly. But yeah, I think it was up to like $250 billion at one point, 200 billion, something like that. And that's actually coming in a little lower now. Estimating the tax, I think, still looking at $250 billion by the end of the year. That's what Elon's rhetoric was, or his announcement was before he left. Again, saving the taxpayer basically nothing. Okay, moving on. Anything else breaking over there? Where was I? I was at Fox News, business news. Nothing else on the hot topics. Breaking. NASDAQ 500 hit records. I guess they hit records today already. Let's take a look. S&P 500. The chart. Did they? That, of course, is a good lagging indicator for Bitcoin and crypto assets. Where is my S&P? Where is my ticker? There it is. No, yeah, I guess it did. Yeah, it did hit all-time highs. With the previous all-time highs were 140 over 6,140. So yeah, it just broke all-time highs this morning. There you go, guys. Bullish. Let's go. Man, the Dixie's still coming down, still staying right underneath 98, still holding 97.3. This is good to see too. I'd love to see this break 97 down into 96 ranges next week. That would be awesome. Of course, it's going to come back up and try to retest 98. Probably in the next, 96 hours, whatever it is going to be by Monday. Okay, what else we got here? Anything else going on? That might be it, guys. I'm trying. I'm scrambling to get anything out of the day. But again, it's a Friday. It's pretty much everyone's checked out now. Bitcoin dominance, just a couple of seconds to spare here. Bitcoin dominance still sitting above 65% at the end of the options expiry. This is looking like it wants to roll over now, though. It does over the last day or two. Still, year to date, it is explosive to the upside, and we're still waiting for it to roll over like it did in 2021 and let the altcoins play. Will it do so? That is the question. Is everyone just going to kind of mad rush into Bitcoin and we're just not going to waver? That is the real question. What if like 50% of all the money just from now on just goes into Bitcoin? That would be insane. I really don't think that's going to be the case, though, but it would be insane. Okay, guys, that is all I got for you today. I think I have overstayed my welcome now on the market open. What else we have here in the chat before we head out? Digital Orgy. What is up, Digital Orgy? What a name, what a name. Of course, big fan of XRP there. What the F is going on with the alts? Or without alts. VeChain is so far down. Great buy. Also, digital. Oh, yeah, VeChain. We can take a look at the VeChain real quick, too. Keep pointing that one out. Wow. Jesus. I don't even remember the ticker on that. Is it VCH? I thought it was VCH. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know. Is it VE? VEC? VEC? There it is. VeChain. What the hell's the ticker, though? VET. VET. Yeah, that's right. VET. VET, of course, is sitting right now at up 2% off right now on the day. On the month, still down about 24%. Yeah, I mean, that's a decent pickup if you're bullish on VeChain. Still not a bad place to be DCing as well. There you go for Digital Orgy before we head out today. Great buy. I agree. Still down 25% on the month. Not bad place to be parking some cash, too. I see Acorns roar. More at the roar, man. Yes, Roar on ETH is pushing an all-time high. You don't want to miss out on the first. And the Roaring Kitty token, I don't think it's affiliated with him at all. We went over this a few times. Roar they have their own little platform. It's not. Is it even out of Pumped Up Fund yet? I'll just find it on Google. I can't find it on the crypto bubbles. Oh my gosh. Referring to the Katy Perry song? Oh my god, Google. Stupid. Jeez. Okay, let's coin. I just had it. Boom, coin. Alpha index price on Roar, brought to you by CoinMarketCap. Alpha Dex, that's not what I'm looking for. That's Roar token price, crypto.com. They have it listed there? I don't think that's the same token. That's the whole problem with this token, is there's so many other tokens called Roar. It's hard to find the right one every time I look up the damn thing. Roaring Kitty, USD. That's the one there, Roaring Kitty. Okay, so yeah, we've got about this coin again. Roaring Kitty, crypto is unique, commonly focused cryptocurrency initiative that stands out in the digital financial landscape as a 100% community-owned, run and funded project. It represents a collective effort to decentralize financial opportunities and promote financial independence. The foundation of the Roaring Kitty crypto lies in the active participation and collaboration of foreign members. It's dedicated to creating a supportive, empowering environment. Basically, a nothing sentence right there. The primary mission of Roaring Kitty crypto is to help individuals achieve financial freedom. That's what Bitcoin is used for. Again, nothing there. By leveraging the power of the decentralized finance, the community aims to provide its members with the total tools and knowledge and resources needed to navigate the evolving crypto space. The project is designed to be inclusive and accessible, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their financial background and expertise, can benefit from the opportunities presented by the world of cryptocurrency. Basically, a nothing sentence there as well. As its core, Roaring Kitty crypto fosters a spirit of collaboration and mutual support. Members will work together and cite all these promises on things that don't really matter. Another useless article there. In summary, Roaring Kitty's crypto is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a movement towards empowerment driven by passion and crypto community altogether. You can say this about any project. All these things, it's a nothing. And there's $1 billion token. There's 1 billion tokens, 1 billion max supply. And right now, there's a self-reporting 1 billion in supply right now. What else we have here? So again, if all those are good, I think the tokenomics are solid either way. There's only a 4.79 million, or almost a $5 billion market cap, $1 million market cap. Again, not really anything huge there either. This coin can be bought right now if you are interested in this token. It says markets. There we go. Can be bought over at Weeks, TokePi, Uniswap, eToro, Uniswap. Yeah, not many listings for this token at all. So yeah, if you guys want to get involved with this project, do so at your own risk. I don't think it really has staying power in my opinion, mostly because Roaring Kitty is not really affiliated with crypto at all. He's never come out and said anything positive that I am aware of over the last of the last year. Last time he was out, again, he was, of course, just showing the normal stuff like AMC and GameStop. Whew, man. What a mouthful. What a mouthful. I hate to, shit on your shitcoin, but there's a lot of tokens like this that just kind of pop up and get everyone excited for promises that cannot be made, especially with a $5 million market cap and hardly any real backing to it right now. Things could, of course, change. I could be wrong, but I'm usually right. I'm usually right, and we're tired of winning.
So much.
Oh my God. Alrighty, of course. I hate shitting on projects, guys. I really do. And I hope the best for you. This is, of course, top 4,000 in ranking right now. It would be insane if this got it beaten to the top 500. It would be amazing. I hope the best for you. I just don't know, guys. No one knows, of course. And if Roaring Kitty were to come out right now and endorse this project, I would eat my words, and I would probably jump in. Because I'm a huge fan of Roaring Kitty, but I just don't feel like there's anything really there. Anyway, moving on. Oh, man. Hit that like and sub, says OG Bobam, after just watching me shit on over that Roaring Kitty coin again. Damn it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting the stream. Please like, subscribe, do all the things. Of course, trying to get to the 1,000 sub target. It's over there. It's right over there, guys. You see that? See that fire meter right there? We got to get that over. We got to get that over 75%. For sure. Right, what else we got before we head out? I think that is pretty much it. All caught up in the chat. Thanks again to Andy for, of course, supporting the channel. And that also with Tola. Salute. I'm just finishing off my coffee right now. Before heading out. We're going, guys. We're going. I will see you guys tonight over at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we do the foreign market open. This has been the morning open with Crypto Otaku, with Crypto Coffee and Chaos. I appreciate all your love and support, guys. I will see you tonight soon. It's so hard to say goodbye, guys. Always hard. Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. And let me huddle forever more and more and more and more and more and more. All which I'll get adored. I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh, damn. 53% of you guys right before we head out say that, yes, we're going to have something happen today. I hope so, guys. I hope you guys are right. And then Herb the Free says, OG Boban, later, everyone. Milk Money, how's it? Yeah, we'll see you guys tonight. Have a good one, guys. Later. Oh, my gosh. If I could only find the right freaking